What's good, everyone? This is Marcus the Fingaz with the Samplist, back with another video review for you. In this video, we're going to talk all about the Nacht, I should have looked up how to say it, the Nacht and the Void Eclipse expansion from Native Instruments. Before we get into that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, the Samplist, here on YouTube, so you can be alerted when we have more great videos like the one you are about to watch. And although the Nacht and the Void expansion libraries were provided at no charge from Native Instruments, that will not affect our decision, and they have not had a chance to review this video and provide any input. So let's get into it. What is the Nacht and the Void Eclipse expansion? Nacht is a play series instrument. It features unforgiving synths, distorted textures that span the entire scope of techno music. You are going to get 150 editable presets of leads, pads, basses, and special effects, along with the range of hypnotic sequences. Pair that with the Void Eclipse expansion, and you will get a techno toolkit with hard edge samples and loops spanning acid, electro, EDM, and it's backed by an extensive collection of vintage synths, breakbeat drums, and saturated snares. That will include 40 machine kits, 44 battery kits, 37 massive presets, 6 Monarch presets, 293 loops, and 590 one-shots, and much more. And at the time of the recording of this video, you can get the bundle of both the Nacht Play Series instruments and the Void Eclipse expansion for $49 for the bundle. That might be over by the time we get this video up. If they go along with the previous pricing they've had for some other similar products, you will get both for $49 each. So definitely check out the bundle if you can. All right, so let's get into it. As you see the interface here, we won't dive into the different settings here. You can check out some other reviews on the Native Instruments channel where you can go into each settings, but you'll have these macro knobs here: balance, cutoff, character, reverb, delay, attack, decay, volume. You have this button, which I really love, the randomize button, which will randomize all these little options here. And then you have your sound up here where you can go between the sound layers A and B and adjust the settings for the sound. You also have your effects button here, FX, where you can adjust different effects, or effects for layers A and B. You have your sequencer where you can adjust the sequence for pitch, velocity, and the different macros. You also have the macro settings here. This does relate to the macro options you have down here. So you have the cutoff, which will affect that, the character, which relates to that, the reverb, which is that, the delay, which relates to that, the attack, which is that, and the decay, which is that. Again, we won't dive in to all these different, but there's so much sound design and sound control elements you have within this instrument. What I will do right now is I will mute the microphone and I will play through some of the presets in Nacht, and then we'll jump over to some of the Void presets. So here we go with the Nacht Play Series instrument. Here we go.
So that is just some of the sounds in Nacht. What I will do now is I'll jump over to some of the expansion pack, the Void Eclipse expansion pack, starting with some of the battery presets. Then we'll jump over to some of the Monarch presets and then to some of the massive presets. Here we go.
So that is just some of the presets from the Nacht Play Series instruments and the Void Eclipse expansion packs in battery, expansion pack in battery, Monarch, and Massive. There are also machine kits, as I mentioned at the intro. So, all right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over to a demo that I created only using the Nacht Play Series instrument and the Void Eclipse expansion from Native Instruments. Here we go. So that is a snippet of the track. It's basically the same layers at the beginning also. I'm going to go through each track from top to bottom to show you what sounds I use, starting with the Nacht instrument here up top. The Nacht instrument, I'm using this sound here. So that is like a pad. I have another pad at the bottom of this, but we're going to go top to bottom. So that's like a pad sound from there. Then I have the percussion coming in from Void using battery. This is a percussion, Void Eclipse percussion. So I like the sort of analog vibe it has. Then we have these snares coming in. And you hear some of those snaps and claps layered on top of that. Then we have the kicks. And you have that kick with that low end that I really like. That's sort of almost like an 808's already built into it. Then we have hi-hats. For this one, I brought in some MIDI hi-hat loops just to play the hi-hat pattern. I moved the MIDI around to use the sound that I want from the hi-hat pack from the Void Eclipse expansion. So here we go with the hi-hats. So I like on that fourth sort of loop there, I changed the hi-hat sound. That was an accident, but I left it in there because I liked it. All right, next we have the Monarch sound coming in. This is the Equinox. So yeah, this track is like an R&B type vibe. So you can take these sounds that are built for techno and EDM and dance and all that, and you can bring them into other genres. So this is more of R&B vibe. So I use that as an R&B synth. Then we have this Fame Tale. And that adds more punchiness to the kick, but it also adds some of that low end. And then I have the Fortified from Monarch below that. Like a whistle sound. And then we have this Morpheus. This is another bass sound. I probably technically, shouldn't have it layered with the other one, but sometimes the vibes are good. But that one really has a layer that cuts through from that sound. Then we have the Archon. I believe I spelled that right. So that pad, and then finally we have the Genial. Technically, that high note is a different chord, but the way it layered and played with the other instruments, pause, I liked it. So let me play this the last two loops here again. So there you have it. That is the Nacht instrument and the Void Eclipse expansion pack from Native Instruments. Again, you're getting hundreds of sounds, you're getting 150 presets, you're getting loops, one shots, machine kits, battery kits, massive presets, modern presets, all for, at the time of this recording, remember that low cost of $49 for the whole bundle, and that will probably go up to $49 each at some point. So definitely take advantage of this if you can, as soon as possible, before the bundle sale ends. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Again, the Samplist here on YouTube, to check out more great videos like this one, and check out some other Native Instruments products we've reviewed on this channel here on YouTube. We have some other great products we've reviewed for you and done some demos and compositions and walkthroughs, so check that out. And this has been Marcus the Fingaz, DAFINGAZ, and we will see you in the next video. All right, peace.